Football View, the beautiful game.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Football View. If you're new here, you know what to do. Subscribe and hit that notification bell. We'll be reviewing that cracking game, Spain versus Italy. The game ended in a 1-0 victory for Spain. We'll be reviewing that. I'm here with my friend Pau Comena. Pau Comena, thanks for joining me. What did you think about that game?
You're welcome, Clinton. It was a good game, and many football lovers were expecting the game to be very competitive, like what we just witnessed. It was a cracker, and the game was defined by a little margin. It took an own goal from the Italian defenders for Spain to actually get the 3 points and then qualify and top the group in this competition. So it was really a good game. I really enjoyed the game very well.
All right. You saw how the game started. Everyone expected Spain to dominate. Spain dominated in the first half. In fact, most part of the game, Spain dominated. Then after they got the goal, Italy tried to get back into the game, but they couldn't do that. What do you think was the problem for Italy today? What did they not do right?
Well, I think they started the game well. As Italians will always do, they will try to defend and then hit you on counter. But then the Spaniards really dominated the game. They took the game to a different level. And so it was a great performance from Lamine Yamal. And in the second half, we saw Italy trying to come for it. But then with the firepower that Lamine has and Nico Williams has, you cannot ignore them. You cannot ignore this firepower from these young talents who plays for Barcelona and then Athletic Bilbao. So that was the main problem for Italy. They found it difficult to deal with Lamine and then Nico Williams. And then in the midfield, Rodri took the game as his own. He bossed that midfield. And
yes,
what a fantastic performance from Marc Cucurella. I must commend him because
He was really good.
yes, he was really immense. He covered every aspect of the pitch, and I was really surprised because looking at him at Chelsea and looking at how he played today, he really surprised a lot of. At some point, people were calling him pure, like they say that people were calling him pure because he really did well. He was at the right place at the right time. He blocked every ball. He won most of his duels, and then Charlie, what an immense performance from Marc Cucurella. He was my man of the match, actually.
All right. What would you make of Donnarumma's performance today? You saw that Spain had several chances to score 2-0, 3-0, but Donnarumma kept them in the game. What would you make of his performance?
He did well. He did well, as well as his defense. They really did well. But then, you see, as I said earlier on, these kind of games are really defined by little margins. Look at how the goal came out of nowhere. An own goal, of course, from a man who is having a fantastic performance. And then in the second half, in the dying minutes of the game, Spain had a couple of chances which they could have parried those chances, but then Donnarumma stood his grounds and then parried those balls away. He was really good today. Right from the word onset in the first half, I think he saved one shot from Fabian Ruiz, and which was actually a cracker. And should that ball set the net, would have been a great goal for Fabian Ruiz. But then Donnarumma was very, very good today. But then, as you all said, the firepower that Spain has, look at how they even pressed, and then look at how they pressed. That was another problem for Italy to deal with. They really found it difficult to contain the press of the Spaniards. That was the magic for Spain. And then going into the game, I would really want to see how they will translate into the next level of the competition.
All right. Spain have qualified to the knockout stages of the Euros right now, and Italy, it's also possible that Italy might not qualify. It's very, very possible that Italy might not qualify because their next game is a very, very important one and a very difficult game to play, and that is Croatia. Italy versus Croatia, or Croatia versus Italy. What are you expecting in that game?
That game will be another cracker. And then I expect that game to be also defined by a little margin because looking at how Croatia also plays, it should be difficult for Italy to easily get the goals and then possibly win that match. But I expect Italy to at least salvage a draw in that game, at least, because After all, Italy, they've not been bad. We know this is a new group that they are trying to form, and then Italy. One thing about Italy is that they grow into tournaments
Yeah,
as the
they do.
tournament progresses. As the tournament progresses, they become fine. They become better. So the aim for that game is to at least qualify and then see how they would pan things out in the next round of the competition.
All right. Me personally, I felt Italy didn't have that connection in attack. I feel they don't have a player that can create a sparking moment, a moment of, quality that would dribble, and lay the pass for someone to score. I felt that is what they lacked today against Spain, because when they get into attacking position, it's as if they forget or they don't remember what to do in the attacking third. Do you share the same thoughts?
Yeah, they lacked someone who connects plays from the midfield to the attack, more like an old-fashioned number 10 who then carried the ball. Look at Spain, they had Pedri around, who was even playing out of his normal position, because Pedri really likes to play as a double eight more than a creative spark as the number 10. But then with that kind of system, it helped me. And then Rodri and then Fabian around him. Pedri was connecting plays from the midfield to the attack. And at some point, too, Morata was also dropping deep to also carry the ball. That was what the Italians lacked in their attack.
All right, all right. So going forward, what are you expecting from Spain? Because now they are favorites because of the way they play, because of the quality they have, and I feel that anybody that meets them in knockout stages should be wary, because Spain has shown that they are one of the team to win. So what do you expect
Yeah.
from Spain going forward?
You see, one thing about Spain is that they are not just scoring the goals. They are not conceding.
Yes, they are yet to concede a goal.
Yeah, yes, they are yet to concede a goal. And that is a very good thing, playing in a one-off game in tournament. If you don't concede, you are likely to win the trophy. And then teams have found it difficult to break the defense and the midfield of Spain, of which I'm possibly waiting to see how things will go in the next round of the competition. Because from the way they are playing, I think it will be very, very difficult for teams to break them apart, because these guys, they are technically gifted. Each player is technically gifted in his own way. And then the coach has found the right system. And then he has blended things together, and then things are really, really working, on like how things are going in England. But then looking at how the boys are, looking at how, no, one thing about Spain is that they have not paraded the names or the stars in quotes, but then they have positioned every player in a position where he will function very well. And then it has created a well-balanced team for Spain, which is making things way easier, unlike what's happening in England. And that's one thing that their coach have really done. And then I must commend him for that, because he has done a great job finding the right balance for the team. He has really, really done a great job.
All right. Thanks for joining me, Paul, and I'm sure we'll have more opportunity to review the games. I'll check the fixtures we have in the coming days and review as the competition continues. Thanks for joining me, and have a wonderful evening.
Thank you, Clinton.